Hey everyone, just wanted to make a quick video on replens and how to go about replenishing your inventory to the point where you don't really run out of stock and you continue to make money. Now this is something that I've been pretty bad at, if I'm being honest, in my business, is keeping inventory in stock, which turns out is a lot harder than it seems. So I just want to make this quick video talking about it, and I apologize for the lighting. My light boxes are in Portland, so you're just going to get normal yellow light. So I hope you don't mind. And that's my bed behind me. Anyways, replens. So if you have an item that's selling really well on Amazon, the last thing you want to do is run out of stock. Now, we all know that certain items that you send in become really saturated really fast, or Amazon comes on the listings, or something else may happen where your item doesn't turn out to be as profitable as you thought. So that happens. But usually in the start, when you buy an item, you usually buy 5 to 10 units. You know, it depends. Maybe you buy more. It really depends on the item. But what happens is if you send in 10 units and they sell out in a few days, your next order should be for a larger quantity, 15 to 20 units, maybe more. Again, it depends how many sellers are starting to come on the listing and the sales rank and whatnot. But if the listing has pretty much stayed the same from the time you initially bought that product, your next order when you go to replenish your inventory, it should be larger. And what I started doing is, let's say for example, I send in 10 units and they sell out super fast in a few days or a week or whatever. My next order, I'm going to order at least 15 to 20 of that product. Now that product will arrive at my house and I will ship it in. As soon as that item goes live at Amazon, I already then place another order to replenish those units. Even though they haven't sold and my new inventory just got there, I know that, just a timing thing. I just got 15 to 20 more units at Amazon. They're going to start to sell. By the time I place an order and it arrives at my house and then I ship it to the warehouse, it's going to be maybe 10 to 14 days before this new shipment actually gets there. So in that time frame of that 14 days, those new units that are at the warehouse are most likely going to sell out. And so before that happens, though, I'm already going to have units in transit that will get to the warehouse before those units sell out. Because the worst thing you want to do is sell 10 units, and then it's going to take you another 2 weeks to get more units in there. So if you sold 10 units in a week, and now you're out of stock, and now 2 weeks go by where you have no inventory, you just missed out on 2 weeks worth of sales. So if you sold 10 units in a week, but now it takes you 2 more weeks before you get more inventory in there, you just missed out on 2 weeks of sales, which is potentially 20 units you could have sold and made a profit on. And we all know that Amazon's very competitive, that the market gets saturated. If there's money to be made on a product, people eventually find it no matter what. And to let 2 weeks go by where you make no money and you're just, oh man, you just want to get that product in there. It's happened to me before too, where you're just losing out on money. So when you find a good product that sells really well, after your first go around of 10 units or however many units you initially purchased is sold out, look at the statistics. If 10 units sold in a week, double your order 20 units, send them in as soon as they hit the warehouse, order another 20 units. Don't wait for those to start to sell. And if you order 20 units and it takes 3 or 4 days to get to your house, if something crazy happens in that 3 or 4 days where Amazon comes on the listing or the price completely bottoms out, you can just take that new inventory that you bought and just return it to the store. So in the long run, this is going to make you more money. Occasionally it may bite you, but I think the chances are in the long run, you're going to come out ahead, with that strategy. So, keep your inventory in stock. It's something that I've gotten better at over time. If you send in like 6 units of a product that you're just trying out and you already sell 3 like right away, order more like 10 or 15 right away. Just try to keep your inventory constantly stocked on the items that are selling. It seems like a no-brainer, but it's actually harder than it seems, because if you have a lot of units for sale at Amazon, it's hard to really keep track of everything that's getting low, and you got to see, how many people are coming on the listing. So there is a science and an art to selling on Amazon as far as replenishing your inventory. That's kind of an art in a way, because you're basically making predictions and making purchases based on what has already happened and what you're predicting to happen in the future. So you're kind of forecasting certain things to happen in the future, and you're making your buying decisions based on that. That's in a lot of ways why some people buy toys and hold them, is because they're forecasting something happening in the future that's going to allow them to make money on those products. So you do the same thing with your replenishable inventory, is make purchases based on what's already happened in the past, but stay on top of it and continue to replenish your inventory as frequently as you can and take advantage of those hot selling items on Amazon.